Parents, what if you're caught in the act? I mean, what if your child sees you at it? What would you do? Now, this is a very sensitive discussion that every parent would want to avoid, right? But has it happened before? Oh, yes. Is it happening? Yes. Will it still happen? Very, very possibly. So why are we running from the discussion? Let's have it. The truth of the matter is, we as parents, as responsible parents, hold to keep that part of us away from the children. Do you understand? It's not a scene they're supposed to see. It's not an experience they're supposed to have in their heads. But what about if you're careless? Because I'll use the word maybe being careless, or what do you think? And they say it. Your innocent child just walks in while you're at it, doing what mommies and daddies do. How would you react to it? Or you feel like just, dissolving into thin air. But you know what? You're not going to dissolve. You're going to be right there alive to address the situation. Now, depends on whatever position your child walks into the act, or also, most importantly, the age of your child. But one thing I must tell you, don't wish it away. Don't ever wish it away. Your child has seen that. The level of seeing, like I said, might be different. It might be you and him covered up, and maybe he sees daddy's face or mommy's face or whatever it is. Whoever is strong enough to address the situation can do it. The explanation doesn't have to do with just mommies doing the explanation. Daddies can also do the explanation. So it is your responsibility to ensure, first, don't scream at your child. I know that's the easiest thing that comes to be like, come on. No, don't scream at your child. That will even add to the trauma of what the child has just seen. So whoever is strong can say, okay, darling, can you just step out? I'll see you in a minute. And please make sure you do the minutes. So you go, approach your child. If your child is maybe early years, less than 5 years old, I think it's a lot easier for you. You don't have much story to tell. You just have to say, okay, you know what? Dad and I, or mom and I, were doing what adults do, what daddies and mommies do, behind closed doors. I know we should have locked the door. I'm sorry we didn't lock the door. And also for you, I know you knock sometimes, and that's why I always reiterate that you have to knock the door. So I'm sorry, darling, that won't happen again. But that's what mommies and daddies do. But when you grow up, I have more things to tell you about it, because I know you're going to grow up to be a responsible mom or dad as well. But if your child is between the age of 6 to like 12, then you have more stories to tell. You still have to tell your child and apologize, because you have to take it as your own responsibility for not locking the door. You have to lock the door. Don't let the thing catch you without the doors being locked, okay? So you have to apologize to the child to say, I'm sorry you had to see that. I know I'm supposed to lock the door. We are supposed to lock the door, but for whatever reasons, we didn't lock the door. Now, what you saw us do is what is called sex, is what is called lovemaking between adults. That's daddy and I. And is what loving couples do to express love to each other, and to also bring forth children. And that's what brought about you into our beautiful family. So I'm sorry you had to see that. You're not going to see that anymore. But I promise you that I'm going to walk you through what you need to know as you grow up, as regards this thing, because it's an important part of life that I owe you to talk to you about, and not let the world do the talking to you. You get it? I know you might be sweating even in the AC once you say this. Oh yes, it's a very, very uncomfortable position to be found out, and an uncomfortable discussion to have with your child. But never ever wish it away. Never ever think, I'm not going to talk about it, nothing's going to happen, the child has seen it, that's it. No, because if you don't talk to them, they are going to find out. You have dug a well of curiosity in them for what they've just seen. So if you do not channel it properly, you won't like it. So please make sure you address it age appropriately. And next time, right, don't let them catch you in the act. What's your opinion on this very uncomfortable situation and discussion that parents may have to have with their children. And it will become easier if you've been having maybe sex education with your children earlier. But if not, this is a very fertile ground for you to start educating them. Because like I said earlier, in this age of internet, phones, billboards, everything all around, showing, what happens between adults, men and women and all of that, you should talk to them, or else the world will talk to them for you. And it might not be a pleasant one. I would like to hear your comments in the comment section below. Wishing you happy parenting. Bye for now.